What I thought I would do is to just talk a few minutes about poetry in general, because this is not just a reading, it's a forum for poetry, for literature, for the literary arts. And I think that although in education, in our society, we spend a lot of time talking about particular poets and things like this, we don't always stop and just talk about poetry from a broader perspective as a human art. And what I'd like to do is just talk a few minutes about that, about what poetry is and why it has human importance. Now, poetry is one of the basic, ancient, and I would even say primal human arts. It's one of those arts like song or dance that you really make with your body. Poetry existed in every culture. Am I getting feedback on this? Okay, I'm just hearing it myself. One of these arts, as I said, it comes out of the human body, that you don't need anything but what God gave you. And poetry exists in every culture that we know before writing exists. And in fact, if you look at somebody like Homer, poetry in some sense is perfected, it's developed, it's an extraordinarily sophisticated art before writing existed. Now, what is poetry? Now, you have to put yourself back in the mindset, the experience of a tribal culture. I mean, you could go back even to, Raquel Welch in 1 million BC, minus the dinosaurs. It's a culture without amenities, a culture that's always in danger, a culture in which tribal groups and clans are really clinging together for their survival. And what poetry is in that culture, and I think in a different sort of way, is in our own culture, and I'll paraphrase what Robert Frost said, is a way of remembering what it would impoverish us to forget. Poetry is, to use a Silicon Valley term, a kind of a memory technology. You don't have books, and those things that it is important for your society, your tribe, your family to remember, both for its physical survival and its spiritual survival, you put in poems.